comments on the stream. Sector has said that he feels that Q-Tip will win the title this race. That's a big shout.
I like that.
Cam is pretty happy with his lap.
Okay.
And Jimmy has said hello, and Ryan on pole at the moment. Shame he usually bottles. Great support from his good friend Jimmy.
Yeah, love to see that. Love to see that. Love to see that support. That's what supporting your friends is about. Telling them that they're gonna bottle it. You love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see it.
So we should be seeing most people coming out of the pits now. I think they are. There's a lot of people on outlaps. Brett is currently on a lap. He hasn't set one yet. He's got this lap and maybe one more chance.
That'll be 1 second, Twig.
No worries. Baboon J has joined the stream. Hello, Baboon J. He has commented. Go on, Cam. Big Bot, New Zealand. Oh, and KV Lion has gone fastest. Very interesting. Brett has invalidated his lap. So is he going to go for another? Still got his ERS very high. Is he just going to pit? He is just going to pit. Brett will not have time to set a lap. Ben Silva has commented, welcome to the stream, Ben Silva. He has said, I'm just here to get Fiscal. We love to see it. Fiscal currently in 9th. His teammate, AstraZeneca, in 15th. He's currently setting a lap. Can AstraZeneca get ahead of Sam in front of him?
Only 1 minute left to quali, Twig, and this is the point where you get your track position if you deserve it. Like you said, KV Lion's gone top, overtaken by Gavin. The 14.3 comes in, that's his final time. He's already passed the line. Lion's now second, 800ths behind. Ryan's third at the moment, he's on an outlap. Spice is fourth, he's on an outlap. Cam's dropped to fifth, Wilder down to sixth. Q-Tip at the moment is in 12th, but of course that medium time there, he crosses the line, only 11th. Twig for Q-Tip, and he won't be able to improve on that. TGG Storm moves up to 8th, Coleman 7th, Water drops to 6th again, and yeah, Q-Tip 12th, Twig. I thought he'd be a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shock, and he could still go further down. We've got more drivers to come through. Who is going to be the last car to come over the line?
So it's Disco Shoot at the moment. He's just coming through stadium section. He's got a few more corners to go. Oh, actually, this is his outlap, but he's had to cancel, Twig. He's not going to cross the line in time. So that's P11 for Disco Stew, or maybe worse, Ozone Zero has begun his lap. He's at turns 1 and 2, so he's looking like the last one as the Red Bull didn't crash. Zinika's going to retire from the session. Gavin is happy with his time. He clocks in only well, I say a few cars. Look at all the cars coming through the S section, Twig.
Oh, here comes Warris. Warris is coming up to the line. What's he going to do? Oh, he goes second fastest. It's the Mercedes front row at the moment.
Absolutely. The lockout from Mercedes so far, and it's 368. It's only 300ths away from Gavin's time. Really good performance by the Mercedes crew, and they need that today if Q-Tip was to have a bit of a mare, let's say. Lyons finished, he's in the pits, he's P4. Ryan is on his lap, but he's had to cancel and turn off his battery Twig, so Ryan's cancelled. Spice is in the pits. Coleman is the only one. He's 3 temps up at the moment, but he's running out of battery. He's only got 8%. He should have enough as he comes around the final corner. His time was looking good. He's not invalidated. The final person to cross the line, he goes from 7th to 7th. And just doesn't improve enough to get that position. I think that's it, Twig. I think we're happy with that. A Mercedes lockout.
Wow.
Statement.
That is a big statement.
Statement.
And the Haas driver of Tim has joined. He will be racing.
Wow.
Big twist. Big twist.
Which one's that one?
That is Q-Tip's Haas teammate.
What's
Tim
his GSM name?
Tim Ventink.
I don't see him on my list, but maybe we'll see it at the start of the race.
I saw him at the bottom joining, but
Oh, okay.
Gavin is over the moon. He's commented, yes, pole. Well done, Gavin. That's a superb time, and it's so close between those three at the top. Brilliant qualifying session, that one.
Well, we're in for a treat anyway, that's for sure. Those are your standings. So Gavin taking the pole by only 300ths of a second, and Lyon's only 600ths off the leader as well. The front three separated by less than 700ths of a second. Ryan in a close fourth. Third row, Spice and Cam. Fourth row, Coleman and Sticku. His teammates starting the fifth row with Fiscal. 11th, Disco Shoe. Q-Tip is starting 12th, that's unexpected. Zero's 13th, Zinica 14th, Sam is in 15th. He qualified on a hard time, but I'm sure he will pick a different one. Brett's third didn't post a time. Fishy didn't post a time. And we have Tim Ventink, who will be joining us as Q-Tip's teammate. But both of them in the bottom 10.
Yeah, no, they're constructor-wise, this is going to be a struggle. You got the Mercedes front row lockout. You got, I believe, Racing Point, 3rd and 5th. They are the team that is trying to reel Haas in. So, and the Renaults are up there as well. So it's going to be a challenge for those Haas drivers. But you never know. You really never know.
You never know. Absolutely, and I'm sure we're in for a treat as we get back.
It looks fairly overcast.
It does. It does, doesn't it? It's a bit kind. It looks like the UK. Literally, it does. Which is interesting, for sure.
Oh, look, everyone's taking a good while picking their race strategies here.
Mexico is it's not. Listen, of course, it's not as demanding as the other circuits. As we wait for the 2 green lights for the formation lap. And we do have them. Didn't show up on my screen, but we did have them. And the tyres on your left-hand side. Oh, look at that. So Q-Tip, Zero, Zinica, and Fishy selecting the medium compound. So Q-Tip doing what the real-world drivers did, along with Zero, Zinica, of course, and Fishy, like I just said. The top 11 on softs, Twig. So it'll be interesting to see what positions will be changed. On the first lap, there's always lots of changes. We'll see.
Yeah, we got to keep an eye. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on top 4 here.
Yeah, I would.
A real pace there, and you never know, someone could go for a move or two.
Absolutely.
But if any of the drivers are watching the stream, please do give us a weather update, because it is looking fairly overcast. You never know, there could be a shower or two around.
I mean, let's be absolutely clear that it's very, very easy to go 4 wide into turn 1. It happened in real life straight away. I'm sure these drivers will be ready for it as well. We got 18 drivers, so pretty much a full grid, 90%. And I'm sure it's going to be very competitive. I personally have a slight feeling that the leader will not be leading after turns 1, 2 and 3. However, I may be wrong, and I'm willing to be wrong. It's all about, how quick the lights go out, how long they take, are we ready, do we get the good start, gear changes right. It's going to be a close one, Twig.
It definitely is. I'm excited. I'm excited for this.
Same.
I just don't.
I've even got some grid light effects in the background that I'm ready to play. I'm ready.
Oh.
I'm ready.
I
found one, and I was like, yo, this is sick. But yeah, so next 40 minutes, 45 depending on safety cars. Race number 15, correct me if I'm wrong, for Mexico City, and I'm sure you are in for a treat. We have the green flag. Here we go, it's Mexico City. We are all set here, and we have lights glitch. I am disappointed. I am disappointed. All that for that. Anyway, we've got a long wait, and it's lights out, and away we go. Gavin, what is that video on my laptop? Gavin and Warhounder and the Racing Point of Lion are already wheel to wheel down to turn number 1. It's crucial this turn. Hopefully there's not too much contact. The Renault of Ryan trying to look on the inside of a Mercedes of Wilder, who brakes late. Ryan doesn't. The wheel to wheel through turn 2. Wilder cuts the curb. Ryan's on the grass. The Racing Point of KV Line gets involved as well. We've got loads of position changes, Twig. But what an interesting start. So Wilder now leads, and Gavin's dropped all the way down to 5th.
Oh, and there's 3 wide. Colo's got there, I'm not sure.
And there we go. So there is too much contact for the liking of the game. We have a virtual safety car. The Renault and the Racing Point of Lion of Warhounder, sorry, Ryan and KB Line. We're a little bit confused there as to who was second at the point the safety car goes in. Lion seems to be teasing Warhounder a little bit, but there is a virtual safety car, so there is a Toro Rosso out, Twig, and that's fishy. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, fishy. He didn't crash out, he's retired. Not sure what's happened there. We'll have to wait and see if he gives us a comment on the stream, but that's a big blow for Toro Rosso, trying to get 3rd in the Constructors' Championship. We are back underway and racing again.
We are down the long straight for the 2nd time. It's a shame about the lights glitch, but there's nothing we can do. We were all ready, but never mind. Warren is going to lead us down to turn 1, led by Line, Ryan, Coleman and Spice. No immediate overtakes. Cam's close to Disco Stew. He might make a move if he's got enough speed, and he might make a dive into the inside, which he does. He takes as much of a curve as possible, but Disco Stew keeps that outside line down the inside for 2, and Disco stays in 6th place, Twig.
He does indeed. Q-Tip is in to driver's pit. Storm, Gavin and Tim. He's trying it out the inside of Q-Tip. That's a very bold move.
Q-Tip and the McLaren of Sticky getting close. Disco Shoes up 5 places already. Coleman's up 3. The front 3 are up 1 each. So they've all gained. Cam's down 1. Sicko's down 2. Gavin's down 14. Has he pitted? Let's just double check very quickly. He has. So the bottom 4, Storm, Gavin, Brett and Tim Ventink. Tim Ventink, who joined late, Twig, has already had to make a stop as Warhounder is about to lead us onto lap number 3.
Indeed, I think he's just making a move on Brett.
Tim Ventink.
He's round.
Tim Ventink is round at turn number 4, I believe that is. And what has just happened with Brett? So he's just ghosted with Tim Ventink, but Tim Ventink's already pitted, Twig, and he's already got left wing left wing damage overall. He's probably got an orange wing there, and he's going to have to make a second stop. And really, Tim Ventink's race is basically over, Twig.
It's not good for the Haas driver. There was hopes that he'd maybe get points through his team here today, but that's looking very, very slim. He's got to hope for a safety car.
Absolutely, and that safety car is looking kind of bleak at the moment. We have had a virtual already. We have had little bits of contact, as you see, just bottom right of your screen, the TGT Storm and Gavin. Look how far they are behind. They are, of course, a pit stop ahead, but they had to have their wings fixed, and they're another 6.5 seconds behind. Warhounder's leading a very close pack of 5 to it down to Stadium as the Red Bull's off. It's Disco Stew who had made 5 places early on. Zinica and Zero have to go off the track. They all get penalties, and I'm sure they will have to submit all of those clips at the end of the race, as it wasn't their fault. So the stewards are going to have fun with that. But Disco Stew did go off at the beginning of the S section, didn't have damage, but that meant 4 cars had to go past him, and they've all taken penalties for that.
Oh, and here's KV Lion making the move for the lead, and he's got ahead of his fellow compatriot Warren Islander, and he's taken the lead. Brian Q-Tip has also made a move on Fiscal. He's moving up the field slowly but surely.
Q-Tip is moving up the field. Warlander has to be careful just to finish higher than Q-Tip and not to obviously DNF or have any problems. Like you said, Lion is in the lead now. I missed that obviously due to the what was going on in the S section, and that is how far these cars are away. So the first car coming up to the S section now, the last car has not even made it through the stadium yet. So already, having only done actually 3 laps, we've got a complete mix of the field. And no safety cars to bunch them up just yet, as Brett gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's having to pit a second time again, Twig, and it's just killing their chances of a good finish.
Well, it is indeed. I'm not sure whether he's got more damage there or if he's just getting rid of the penalty. No, he has stopped, hasn't he? No, he is changing tyres or something. It's a shame. Brett and Tim, they're more than likely out of this race unless the safety car comes around.
So let's keep an eye on Spice here. Coleman does have DRS on Ryan in front, but he is going to have the slipstream and the speed for Spice to move on the left. Coleman covers the inside down to turn 1. They're almost wheel to wheel as Spice tries to take the outside line. Tight as anything, he takes the inside of 2. They're still wheel to wheel. The Alfa Romeo of Coleman just about gets through, but he's got one more DRS zone to defend down to turn 4. The waiting point of Spice, he's going to have another go. Coleman again going to try and defend the inside. He might just have it this time, as again they're still wheel to wheel. Good racing from the pair of them. The Racing Point tries to push out the Alfa Romeo as much as he can, but Coleman on 2 occasions manages to defend the Racing Point. Good racing.
Great racing from the pair. Coleman's not giving up that 4th place easy. Not at all. And it's a shame Disco Stu span out a couple of laps ago. He made good progress at the start of this race. Hopefully he can get his head down and pick his way back through the field.
Yeah, so he started 11th, he was up to 6th, and now down to 13. We've got a red Ferrari who's gone off, and it's Zinica on the S section. Luckily, all the cars have gone past him already. I don't think... Oh, he has got damage. Right front wing damage. He's going to have to pit. I don't think he's pitted yet. No, he hasn't. So that's his pit stop, but he's going to be behind because he's got the technical stadium section to go before he even gets to the pits. And he's got a decent amount of damage there.
Tim may have...
Oh, whoa! Brettster has DNF'd out of turn 1. I don't know whether that's been done on purpose because he looked very far away. If you just go on board with Ozone Zero, as you can see, he's just gone right into the wall. And I don't know, he's either had contact, which is weird because he wouldn't have gone that far. And if he's done it on purpose, I don't know what the exact rules are, but that'd be looked into on my behalf. But
no, we did catch that on stream, and that was a full-on take myself out move. So Brett has taken himself out of the race. But I was going to make the point that Tim may not be competing for the points right now, but he is currently holding the fastest lap on the medium tyres.
He is, but that fastest lap will be beaten as the cars lose some fuel a little bit later on. We're on lap 6, we're just about to go on lap 7 after Lion sends us through. He's defending okay, Warren is still second, 6 tenths behind, Ryan's half a second behind him. The front pack of 5 who were really close has turned into a pack of 3 and then a pack of 4. Let's keep an eye on Warhounder. He will have DRS for Lion. It is a really long straight. I don't think he'll just have enough space to do it. Storm picks up a 3-second penalty in P13. That'll invite Gavin into the P13 slot. The lowest interval gap at the moment is Fiscal and Q-Tip, and regarding Q-Tip, Twig, he's up into P7, up 5 already. He's doing alright. Yeah,
he's doing okay so far, and he is on the opposite strategy to the guys ahead of him, so he's one to keep an eye on for sure. He did get past Let's Get Fiscal. But Let's Get Fiscal is trying to keep hold of the back of that Haas, and he is maintaining under 1 second, so it would be interesting to see the Ferrari challenge the Haas driver.
Absolutely. Ryan was having a little look into turns 4 and 5 on Warhounder. He was just 3 tenths behind, but now that's got to 6 tenths, so Sticky picks up a penalty. I'm guessing that was just before S section. Warren's pretty close to line. We've got a cow off Twig. It's a Williams and who is it?
There's a safety car. It's
Tim.
Tim.
Oh wow! It's Tim, and he's actually not just gone off, he's DNF. Like, this is perfect for Lion. He's literally just about to go past the pit lane. My guess is hard tyres, Twig, for the remainder of the race. But what does Q-Tip do now? I think he's coming in. So is it hard tyres? No, it's mediums for KV Line. It's mediums. Q-Tip, yeah, stayed out.
Wow.
Well, he can take them, Twig, to probably 23, 24. He could take them, and the medium is doing the right thing. So Q-Tip nextly leads this Grand Prix. Of course, the drivers that are close behind him, KV Line, Winder, Ryan, etc., have pitted. Coleman's gone to a pair of softs, Twig, so I'm guessing it is still a two-stop from this point, with a mix between the softs and mediums, as Q-Tip has caught up a safety car, and we've got 2 laps to relax a little bit, gather our thoughts, as Zinica has some work to do to catch up the rest of the pack.
Yeah, it's interesting. Holo and Sam have gone. I've got the likes of Storm and Gavin, who've all gone into the hard tyre. So it's a real mix of selection here.
100%.
When I first bought the softs, a couple of the softs, I was thinking maybe range due, but we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We normally get told, don't we, Twig? But on this occasion, we definitely have not been told. And we are just... And that's... I like to know, but at the same time, I kind of don't like to know. I think, I'll be honest, if rain was due, I think Q-Tip would have pitted. He was in a decent position anyway. He'd done well from the start. Of course, he didn't want to put that effort away. Actually, no, thinking about it, if there is rain... Let's say there is rain due, Q-Tip's probably done the right thing, because he can keep them mediums for a bit of time, He could probably do 20 laps on them. Easy.
Oh, we have got a confirmation of the weather.
Oh,
do you want to know?
I do.
No rain.
Oh, right, okay.
There is no rain.
You said, do you want to know? I was like, hang on, here we go. So yeah, we're on lap 9. The safety car's going to do one more lap. We've got a Ferrari, McLaren and Mercedes, Zinica, Storm and Gavin to catch up at the back, and then it will come in. Me and Twig are just going to gather our thoughts a little bit before we go again in Mexico. We've got that long straight to come as well, again with some possible overtakes. No DRS for 2 laps, of course, but you don't always need a DRS, Twig, after a safety car. You just need a good exit.
Yeah, definitely. I think it will definitely be down to the good exit off of that last turn, whether you're going to stick to the position or even gain a position.
100%. Twiggy. Oh, fine.
So, yeah, anyone watching, I know there's a few people watching, give us your current predictions. I know Sector's already said that he thinks Q-Tip will win the championship this race, but any other predictions, please send them our way on the stream and we shall give them a read out.
Please do.
But we have lost 3 drivers so far. Machine Fishy, Brett and Tim. Three fast drivers, and the safety car is of course confirmed to come in, and the weaving and the slowing down begins from Q-Tip.
It does, and this is going to be an interesting beginning, that is for sure. And Q-Tip will want to get away well, but I'm sure Ozone Zero will be there to try and capitalise. He's taking it as slow as possible. But to be fair, if you go back slow, you don't actually want the tyres up that much, but Q-Tip lets on the throttle, brakes for turn number 16 and 17, and for the second time in the Mexico Grand Prix, we are underway as Q-Tip already moves to the right hand side. He's weaving left and right to ensure that Zero does not get the slipstream. However, look at KV Line on Zero. Zero does not move to defend the inside. KV Line on the restart of the safety car might make a move. He brakes as late as he possibly can, takes the curve of turn 1, and KV Line's into second place.
Oh, and move and the field TTG Storm got ahead of the Ferrari of Extra Zinica. And Gavin has been brought right back into this race by...
Oh, Warrender's been touched. Warrender's been touched by Zero. He's completely rounded. He's going to have to let all the cars pass Twig. And what a turning point this could be for the Mexican Grand Prix. He's had to drop from 3rd to 14th because he got tapped by, I think it was Zero, on purpose or not. Obviously, probably not on purpose. But, oh wow, that could change the race completely. He's on hard tyres. And Q-Tip leads the race, Twig. We know what's going to happen if it stayed like this for another 27 laps. As Zinica goes wide in the S section, backtracks Warren wide, but he's up into 13th.
Oh, it's kicking off here.
Ryan's the flowers and Mercedes touch, Twig. The Mercedes of Gavin and Zinica touch with no damage, but that could have ended so badly just before stadium.
It's really kicking off here for 3rd place. Ryan got ahead of Zero.
Twig, KB Line and Q-Tip. KB Line's going to retake the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix. If he can hold it and break late into turn 1, I think he's done it. Q-Tip is absolutely defenceless, and KB Line retakes the lead of what was once his Mexican Grand Prix, and he's already had a pit stop.
He has indeed, he has, and KB Line is taking full advantage of that, and Spies is the latest driver to get ahead of Ozone Zero. Him not pitting is not looking like a good decision right now, and I think he's been clipped. Has he been clipped? I don't know. He's spun round and he's caught Cam up with him, and Sticky and Sam have managed to get ahead of the pit. I don't know if he was tapped by Cam, but he might have just spun it.
I'm not sure, but he's lost position. Oh wow, who's that? It's a McLaren.
Sticky.
It's Sticky. He's had he's completely round twice. He's lost his left end plate. He's going to have to pit. And everything's kicking off in Mexico. Look at Ryan and Q-Tip. So Q-Tip might lose another place here if Ryan gets a good exit. He's got the tyres to help him. He'll also have a DRS. I think Q-Tip's too far away for DRS on the car in front. So Ryan in the Renault, he's whacking his DRS up to 4. Q-Tip's going to be absolutely defenceless down to turn 1. However, he's doing pretty well to keep it. Ryan's going to move to the inside. He should have the move done just about. They both break about the same. Oh, Q-Tip says no. Ryan tries a mini flashback as Q-Tip takes a lot of curve. That's not going to help him on the exit out of turn 3. And Ryan just can't quite get past Q-Tip, even though he had a better exit, as he tries to go make a dive to the inside of turn 4, and Q-Tip is literally defenceless, and Q-Tip's dropped 2 places in 2 laps.
As well.
Oh,
Colo's taking him at the inside as well. Another place dropped.
You're right, the soft tyres helping Colo Man out, and Q-Tip's lost 2 places in 2 corners. Is he feeling the pressure of those 11 lap used tyres?
Oh wow, we've got going on for 9th place here. We've got Gavin, Fiscal, Ruslan, that's Stu, and Storm, all within under a second of each other.
Absolutely, wow, wow, wow.
Oh, Viva la Mexico.
We're on lap 12, we're about to go on 13, and we've done about a third of this race, and we've had non-stop action so far, and I expect we're going to get 24 more laps of this to come. Any immediate overtakes down the straight? I don't think so. There's a pack of 4 just behind the McLaren, 10th to 13th, who are really, really close. Warrender might make a move on Disco. Stewie might just not have the gap to do it. No, he doesn't. And the Mercedes of Gavin might make a late move into Fiscal into turn 1. He tries to brake late, but he's too far behind. Warrender might have got damage there. We're going to have to check that wing. No, he's fine, but there was a touch, and the Mercedes and the Ferraris are getting really close.
Yeah, that was a very bold move from Warris Lander, going up the inside of Stu. I'm trying to check. I don't think Warris has got damage. He's very lucky. Very, very lucky. That was a dangerous move, and it nearly ended his chances of getting some big points.
Absolutely. So 2 times the Ferraris and Mercedes have made contact. 2 times there have been no damage, which is good to see. We don't want to see too much damage on the track. We don't want another safety car. We don't want this 36 lap race to be hauled by safety cars. KV Lion has got a 2.3 second gap to Ryan, all helped by the time Ryan was kept behind Q-Tip whilst Lion was trying to get ahead. 2.5 seconds that gap is, as Coleman 6 sets behind Ryan. He won't have the gap to try. Q-Tip's under attack by Spice. It sounded like it was at war. Spice will have the overtake, and we're not even close to the turn 1 barrier. Under the bridge they go. Spice moves to the left hand side, and Q-Tip's now down to P5 now, the championship leader of course, and his chances of a win today at the moment are slimming out a little bit lap by lap.
Oh, there's a battle going on here. Disco Stu trying to get them moved on the McLaren of Storm.
Wow, exit speed or nah?
Wow.
Disco Stu just flew out of turn 3 down to 4. Obviously the DRS helped, but he's got no battery as well, so he's going to have to be careful through the S section and the stadium soon. But that exit speed was just incredible. I know TTG's on the hard, but wow, he just flew past him.
That was rather odd. Maybe Storm throttle a bit, I'm not sure, but he's up to 9th.
He is. Let's move up the grid a little bit. Let's look at Ryan and Coleman. So Coleman's on the soft tyres, and he did get past Q-Tip and Spice a little bit ago. He's now going to try and get past Ryan. The gap's half a second. Is that enough to make a move? Ryan will not have DRS down this long back straight. And look at this, so you can see the Alfa Romeo catching up. I don't think he'll get there just in time, but will he or will he not? We'll find out. Ryan moves to cover the inside and fakes it, fake touch, and the Alfa Romeo has to step off a little bit. He probably wasn't sure. Damage. Oh no, he probably wasn't sure which way Ryan was going. Now that's a lot of damage. It's not just an end plate, it's half a front left wing. And yeah, I don't know. I think Ryan obviously moved to cover the inside twig, but he didn't cover all the inside. He covered a little bit of it. So Coleman thought he could get more on the right side, but then Ryan closed it off a little bit more. So I'm not too sure on that one, but it has cost Coleman some damage, and it might have cost him a net second place there. I think he would have had him.
He might have had it. And Storm.
Oh, look at this. Yeah.
And Warshland has taken advantage of that. He's barged his way through.
He has a pack of 5 that are battling before the S section. So Disco Stu's just about the end of a pack as Warren gets so close and eventually gets past him. Ryan's DNF'd in stadium section on the wall. I didn't see it, but that's for virtual safety car minimum. Yes, it is. And Ryan is out of this race, and I think Coleman will be saying karma, maybe, but I don't know what happened there. I wasn't on board. I was more interested in the two Mercedes getting so close to the S section. Cam's got a pen for speeding in the pit lane. A lot of the cars are coming to the pits, Twig, but the racing points have stayed out.
Racing points have stayed out. Warrislander has stayed out. Stu and Gavin, Storm and Fiscal have all stayed out.
Oh, actually, never mind. Yeah, they have. There isn't a safety car. My bad. I thought there was a safety. I know it was a virtual, but I always think when there's a safety car yellow thing, I always think it's a proper one. Yeah, so the 2 racing points lead this Grand Prix. Perfect for them. If they want to go for the constructors, of course, has to having a good run at the minute. Q6 9 has to getting 2 points at the minute. Racing point getting 43.
Stu went for a big lunge on Warrislander. It hasn't worked out, and he's actually lost a place to Gavin.
As well.
Stu and Warrislander, they're going for things today.
They are, and this is what we like. Oh, he's got damage. Red Bull's got damage on my screen. He's missing a right end plate.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's going to slow him down. He's also got TGG Storm and Let's Get Fiscal, who are pretty close to him, who are going to try and catch up now, because they probably noticed that damage on the track. Lots of different strategies coming into play here, so I'm a little bit confused, because there's probably 4 or 5 totally different strategies or different thoughts the drivers are going through to win this Grand Prix. And there's also a lot of penalties. Obviously, what happened with the S section before, where a lot of cars had to cut the corner. Who's wheel to wheel going past the pit lane? I think it's Q-Tip and Zinica, but Q-Tip had the DRS, so they were wheel to wheel, but he did get through. And Q-Tip's now up into 8th place, and he's going to try and make some progress on a fresh set of softs, Twig. But he can pit again and put another pair of softs on. So he's going for a 2-stop soft now.
He can indeed. I wonder if we'll see any medium runners pit. It'll be interesting to see, because they've still got over half the race to go.
Absolutely, we've not even done half, yeah, like you say.
Can you do 27 laps on mediums around Mexico? I don't think that's possible.
Well, if you do it like 54 laps on 100%, the answer is no. So, you know, but you probably could do it. You'd have to look after them incredibly well. That's for sure. I know that a friend who's watching the stream, we did a co-op season online, and he did 35 laps on mediums, but they got to like 89%. So yeah, it probably is possible, just not at the pace that they want to use it at. The two racing points, first and second, going well. The two Mercedes, third and fourth, also going well. But look at that gap from Wilder to Spice, and look at the overtake from Storm on Disco into turn one. And Disco goes wide, and that's the damage, paying him dividends for Ferrari. Let's Get Fiscal might get a decent exit. He's going to have DRS. How did Disco not get DRS on the county front? I've no idea. But Ferrari moves to take the inside. He's on low battery, but it shouldn't matter. Into turn four, the Red Bull fires his in. The Ferrari loses his back angle a little bit. Disco Stew takes too much of a curb through turn five, I think. And he's struggling for grip. Look at that. You can just see the Ferrari edging and teasing just to get through. And I'm sure he will get through very shortly. We'll have to keep an eye on Q-Tip as well. He's coming into this battle, Twig, and Q-Tip's got to be careful here, because he just needs to get past them without damage. Simple as that.
He does. He doesn't want to get caught up in any collisions or any holding up. Oh, and here goes Fiscal down the inside. And he's not going to be able to stick the move as Disco defends well. I see Q-Tip's in a bit of a pickle here. What does he do?
Well, a little bit of a pickle, but the problem with the problem for Q-Tip is that Fiscal will have DRS as well. But look at that exit speed of turn 17. He's going to have the Ferrari for back. Is it going to be a double overtake for Q-Tip? I'm guessing he's going to move to the left hand side. He's got space to move to the left. Is it a double overtake into turn one? Can he brake later? Oh, the Red Bull brakes awfully late. Cooks the corner. 3-second penalty. Q-Tip is there. Double overtake complete.
Wow. The Red Bull of Stu is really trying to defend every position that he can.
Double overtake complete with no damage is exactly what Q-Tip needed to do on that long straight, and he did. The next car for him are three cars, Warhound, Gavin and Storm, who are on 11 laps, hard tyres. He's going to catch them at a rate of knots. We know how quick he is. He's on the best tyre for it. If we look at the leader gap very quickly, so Q-Tip's 24.7 behind Twig, the leader.
Wow.
If he pitted, he would be, if he pitted and everyone else did, he'd be 4 seconds behind, which is nothing, because he can go on another pair of softs. Look at this, so Q-Tip coming out of turn 16 and 17 is literally level with the McLaren. He's going to go on the right hand side to try and take the inner line. I've got the wrong view, but he's already passed the McLaren. He's going to have DRS, is Q-Tip, and Q-Tip's already now into 5th place.
I did not expect him to catch him that fast, but here goes Fiscal and Disco Stu. Is Disco Stu going to make another big defend? He doesn't go deep this time. He is defending though on the inside. Fiscal tried the switchback, but Disco Stu successfully defended 7th place once more.
Yeah, he didn't take too much curb on that occasion. But listen, Disco Stu's doing well. He is struggling with right front wing damage. It's probably that. He's probably yellow. He's probably orange or yellow, that one. So he is struggling with the right hand turns, of course. And this track is basically clockwise, so he is struggling a little bit. We'll put the interval gaps back on so we don't lose track. Gavin is been pushing his teammate Twig a little bit. He's closing that gap. It was about 1.2 before. It's now 0.4. And Warren just trying to keep on tabs with Spice and Lion, who are right at the front. Tricky to do on the hard compounds, as Cam, I think, has just gained a move past Zinica. Oh, Zinica's everywhere. He's slow for the S section. Zabo's going to try and catch up to him as well. Let's watch Gavin and Warhounder very quickly. Down to the first corner. We pass the start-finish straight. Is there going to be enough room? He's about 4/10 of a second away. I don't think there's quite enough room for him to get it. And Gavin stays in P4 for now. I expect some pit stops to happen soon, Twig, the last ones.
Yeah, I'm expecting any mediums. I would expect a few laps. But I have to say, fair play to the Racing Points at the moment. Could be looking at a really solid 1-2, and this could be big for constructors with 3 rounds to go.
So, Twig, if you catch up with the knowledge and racing at the front, and I will try and read some mathematical statistics. So, butt in at any point. So, as it stands, constructors Haas, if it was to finish right now, Haas would be on 261. Racing Point would be on 261.
Wow.
That's a fact. They'd both be on. So before this race, the gap between Haas and Racing Point was 33 points. Obviously 43 for first and second, and 10 for the fifth. Minus 10, you get 33. So if Q-Tip was to say fifth and the 2 Racing Points would win, the constructors would go from being a 33-point gap to a 0-point gap. Mercedes would also.
Hold on 1 second. We got three going into turn 1. We got Coleman and Fiscal on Stu. Coleman has done a double overtake on these two. Has managed to finally get past the Red Bull on this. I think his teammate Sam is going to look to do the same thing. But that is another double overtake. Oh, and the Red Bulls. Red contact. Sam has tapped the side of his teammate.
And look at that. They both got right end plate damage. Both of them.
No.
So they're going to have to double stack, and Disco's through behind. And Sam's just pitted for Haas to go to the end. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Back to the stats. So Haas, if it finishes 261, Racing Point 261, Mercedes would get 27, so that would be 216. So yeah, Haas and Racing Point at the moment technically level, which is unbelievable. Which is good. Yellow flag sector 2, it's a Ferrari. Is it Fiscal or Zinica? It is Zinica. He's had a horrid race this evening. He's gone off in the X session. No word of a lie, about 4 times. As Sam has to pit, gets a 5-second pen as this goes through, carries on for 1 more lap. Q-Tip, was about 3 seconds behind Gavin, and he's about half a second now. So in the next few laps, Twig, Q-Tip might be up into podium spots. Of course, he's got a pit stop left, and the front 4 might not. I think the Hags could definitely go. How many laps would that be? 28. They could definitely do 28 laps, no doubt. And what I'm doing, Gavin, relying on the pit stop, even though they're 22 seconds behind leader. The pit stop's not 22 seconds. So I think the Racing Points are looking really good here. Really, really good.
Yeah, KV's holding. I think he's even extending his lead slowly but surely.
It's quite crazy how he's doing that much pace on tyres, but he needs to look after. Right, here we go, Twig. So Q-Tip 1999, the year I was born. He's coming around the final corner. He's going to try another double overtake. He might not be able to do it on this occasion, but he's definitely going to get one, I think. He's quicker than Gavin at the moment by about 4 miles an hour. Going to move to the left-hand side. He might have a double overtake. Warren tries to defend from Easter. Late breaks, late. Can he get the double overtake for the second time? I think he's just about through, and that's a second double overtake complete.
Oh, and Gavin's made the move on his teammates. Warlander, this is not good. This is not good for Irish Championships.
It's not good at all, because Q-Tip before this race was about 56 points ahead. It's something like that. And wow, 2 double overtakes. The soft compound tyres and his corner exits on the final corner working a treat. The first time he went right then left, and then the second time he went all the way to the left and still got the inside to turn 3. Crazy.
Wow. Round was tight as well from Q-Tip.
This guy is quick. I know he's got soft tyres and it would help, but to do that, to do 2 double overtakes with no damage, takes some doing.
It does take some skill, and we could see him. You never know. We could see him win the title today, but I am pretty sure now this will be the man that will be lifting the first ever BPRL Drivers' Championship. But until that moment comes, we shall focus.
Yeah, so from a point, Q-Tip overtook Gavin. He hasn't actually gained that much of a gap. I mean, Gavin's still only 0.2 of a second behind him going down to turn 4, and look at that, he's pretty close. This, I'd like to think on the soft tyres this battle is almost over, but don't count Gavin out yet. He's racing well on the hard tyres, and Q-Tip is either managing his pace or the soft tyres are dead after 9 laps. It's one of them. Wait, Twig, if you just watch the driving on Gavin's point of view, Q-Tip's really, really slow. But he doesn't have damage. I know he's charging his battery, but he looks really slow. If Gavin could get a good exit out of stadium as a Red Bull of Sam has retired from the session, and there's a safety car, and that's perfect for Q-Tip. He can put on a pair of softs, and he can go again, and all the people behind him will pit for a pair of softs as well. Lion and Spice, sorry Twig, Lion and Spice have already gone past the pit lane, so they can't pit. Ooh, what's this going to mean, Twig? You're lagging a little bit, so hopefully that can be fixed. Look at the amount of people pitting now, and Q-Tip's in a prime position. He's going to catch up to the 2 racing points. Yes, they can pit, they'll be fine, I think. Yeah, they will. But he'll be in a prime position. He'll be third. They'll either be on the same tyres or he'll be on better. And Wilder's 6th place. And he's going to be under immediate threat when the safety car comes in.
Wow. What?
I don't know what happened to Sam. Turn 4 is not somewhere where you normally DNF, because it's just straight.
He's just put in the PS4 chat comments too, but he's not missed. I think that was the earlier incident, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he was referring to the earlier incident before the S section, where they touched quite forcibly, and they both got right and play down. So KV Line and Spice do.
What's that?
What?
The racing points are double stacking.
Yeah, they are double stacking, and they can afford to do so because Q-Tip is miles away. The double stack is perfect, just about. Why did we wait an extra second? So Lion, led by Spice, led by Q-Tip, led by Gavin, led by Colo, led by Islander Storm, Fiscal, Cam, Oza, are the top 10. Why is Colo Man put a pair of mediums on? Is either run out of softs, which is probably the only explanation. And yeah, so we are in for a treat. The safety car will do this lap, probably come in, but Sticky's so far behind Twig, we might have to do another extra lap for everyone to catch up. So it's either going to come in on 20 or 29. Regardless, we're going to have at least 8 laps of racing, and everyone's going to have fuel, battery and tyres, Twig.
It will indeed. It's going to be. We always seem to
Yeah. Your microphone, Twig, are we able to fix that? It's very, very blocky.
Very nice. How's it now?
Better. So, as I was saying, battery, fuel and tyres is what every single driver has got for the last 8 laps. The safety car will be doing another lap, which is we probably will come in next. So it'll come in on 28, it'll lead us on to 29. We'll have 8 laps of Mexico to go, and it'll be very enticing to see what happens with all this. I'm guessing a lot of rich fuel is going to be used, a lot of battery is going to be used, and these drivers are going to be burning those tyres to get the best possible result, because the racing points are no longer 20 seconds ahead. They're neutral, and the cars behind them have got the same tyres.
Yeah, this has gone from pretty much perfect and a pretty solid 1-2 for 18 points, and now the sweatbands have got to come out.
Yeah, if they're
They've
not
got to
already
come out.
sweating after 27
Yeah,
laps of Mexico. Obviously we don't sweat, we just speak, but we definitely had to shout at some things this evening. So we've just got a Ferrari that's passing the pit, start-finish straight now. It's a Zinica. We've got Stiku, who's just done the same thing. And we will be good to go, I'm sure, when the safety car gets just before the stadium section to continue. No rain to come. It's completely dry, as Twig said, or someone said in the comments. And we got 8 laps of what is going to be some enticing and falling racing. There is a chance in these 8 laps Q-Tip could be called champion. If something happens to War Islander, which can happen, and Q-Tip wins, there you go, there's your scenario. I don't think he'll win it this race. But you never know, it could happen. It happened in PSF1, which I did in Hungary. That was the best race I've ever done. The final corner it went to name a championship winner. So we'll see. Of course, we want the championship to go as far as we possibly can down the season, Twig. That's what we all want. But if someone deserves it early, they deserve it.
exactly. And we are having the safety car in this lap. That is a late one. Very late one. Stiku has only just got to the back of the pack, so he's going to have to get back to full speed very soon.
Right, here we go then, Twig. It's the third restart of the Mexican Grand Prix. We're all gonna see what happens in the final 8 laps. Spice and Lion lead. Spice has got a pretty good speed. Q-Tip hasn't. How's Gavin so far away? I've no idea. He's got to defend from the Alfa Male of Coloman. Twig, keep an eye on that for me. Into turn 1, Lion leads by Spice, Q-Tip and Coloman. I guess he got that overtake.
Oh, Gavin's defended it very well. Very well. This has brought in the Mercedes driver of Morrislander though. He's having a look at the back of Coloman, but Coloman's having a look at Gavin again. Gavin does defend, and they stay as they are.
The top 3 have also stayed as they are. Lion led by Spice, Q-Tip, yellow flag. It's a Red Bull. The other Red Bull, Disco Stew, is round. He's not got no damage, but the Red Bulls have had a torrid evening in Mexico, Twig. I'm sure they wanted better than what they've got.
They've been, well, Disco Stew in particular has been very aggressive this evening, and it hasn't paid off as of yet.
So is Lion. Oh, Red Bull again. Disco Stew again. He's just got no traction. KV Lion leads by Spice, Q-Tip, Gavin and Coloman. War Islander is in 6th place. He's going to have a look at Coloman. We don't have DRS until lap number 31. So at the moment it's pure engine power and slipstream. As for 2 racing points, we've got a decent gap between each other. About the same gap to Q-Tip. Storm has just overtaken. Let's get Fiscal. He may also overtake the Renault of Zero. If he brakes late into turn 1, does he brake late? He does, but Zero does well. Storm gets a 3-second pen for taking too much curb. Exactly what Disco Stew did. But he gets a good exit out of turn 2, slides the back end a tiny bit. Zero's going to hold. There's a yellow flag, it's a retirement from the Red Bull in the pits. As the Renault of Zero defends really well, takes a lot of curb. Lion's got a 3-second penalty, Twig, if you didn't capture that. And down to turn 5, Zero, Storm and Fiscal are so close to each other. We'll have to keep an eye on it. But Lion has got a 3-second penalty, Twig. Oh, wow! Oh, no! War Islander has gone in the S section, as you can see on Sicko's view. Oh, wow! Q-Tip is technically second at the moment as the Ferrari Zinica flips into the wall. That's surely going to be another safety car or a virtual. He's in the middle of the track.
Right in the middle.
What is going on here in Mexico? I don't even know. There is no safety car. Somehow DRS is enabled. KV Line has a 3-second penalty. Q-Tip is within that range. Q-Tip can win the championship if he finishes second. Well, if that's 3 seconds behind Lion, or he just wins in general. There's a car off it. Okay, it's Disco Stew from before. What has just happened in Mexico?
Oh my lord, I'm speechless. I am speechless.
And Zenica's Ferrari literally flipped into the wall. I've got a perfect shot on my YouTube, and he literally flipped into the left section of turn 8 or 10 of every two left-handers. Q-Tip, all he needs to do, if he's watching the stream, he might know, but as long as he stays within 3 seconds of Lion, but gets past Spice, he will win the Drivers' Championship because Wilder's out. Wilder's getting 0 points. Q-Tip needs 22 points. So he needs to win. He's got 5 laps to do so when he crosses the line. Is the championship going to be won tonight? Or will we be going to, I don't know what the next track is, USA? I don't even know. We have 10 drivers. Everyone's getting a point. Fastest lap so far, Twig, is KV Line. He's absolutely smashed a 16.4 to be fair. That was actually done on the mediums earlier, if you remember.
It was.
When I said it will be beaten. Nope. Wow, look at the top 4, top 5 even, include Cola Man in that. He's doing well on the mediums. Lots of penalties coming in. Twig, have a look at the penalties, you're good at that. So we really need to focus on Q-Tip, Spice and Lion on the 3-second penalties. Not the 5, the 3 seconds. I'll just keep an eye on
I don't know if I want to.
You don't know if I want to. Well, I'm going to do it.
I might want to keep it. You might want to keep it.
No, I can't do that. Right, let's have a look then. So we're looking at Zero, Bretster, Cam has got a 3 seconds, Coleman's got a 3 seconds, TG2 Storm, Disco Shoes out, Sticku, 3 seconds to Sticku, Zinica again, Disco Stu again, Zero and Stu again, Spice and Cam.
Ooh. Storm nearly lost it. Sorry, he's lost the place.
No, don't worry. Where's Ryan?
Where's Ryan? Ryan is out.
Right, he's got 3 seconds, don't matter. 3 seconds, Disco, Coleman, Storm, Cam, Sticker. I don't think there's that many. Zinica, Fisco, Sam. Let's get Fisco, Water Islander, Disco, Stu. KV Line and KV Line and Gavin have 3 then. So just to confirm, KV Line and Gavin have 3 second penalties. We've got 4 laps to go of this Mexican Grand Prix. It's been an absolute enthralling race. Q-Tip has some work to do. He has got the same tyres as the car in front, so let's see if he can catch them up during the course of this race. Q-Tip could be looking after the tyres and maybe have it launching a end race attack, or he'll be settling for 3rd, and the championship will be going to the Austin, the United States Grand Prix, which will be happening next week, which will be an interesting thing to watch. Fiscal is only 3 steps away from 0 in the Ferrari through the S section. And yeah, we started with 18, Twig. I didn't expect to be 10 left, but we did discuss the S section takes the most prisoners, and it has, quite frankly.
It has taken a lot of those drivers. I did not expect this amount of drivers, but it is what it is, and everyone currently will be getting points if they can finish these last 3 laps. And this battle for 6th place is just ongoing since the restart. And Let's Get Fiscal is now going to take that 6th place off Zero. Zero is going to fight it back round the outside as he's trying to break late. Always hit the bashed wheels. It's very tight, but Zero manages to keep a hold. And Adam Crown of Storm is back involved again.
Connection on my behalf. I hope it. Fiscal taps the back of the Renault. Don't think he got damage. Those 3 having a right little scrap on that 34 with 3 laps to go. Let's Get Fiscal brakes way early. Did the McLaren get damaged? No, he didn't. He's lucky.
Very lucky.
So let's just make this absolutely clear. So KV Line has a 3 second penalty. So at the moment, the 2 racing points are going to win. Spice is just about. Oh my god! I thought that said Spice had a penalty then, but it said Storm. Yeah. So of course, the 2 racing points, 1st and 2nd. If Spice keeps within 3 seconds, he will win. If he doesn't, Lion will win.
He's currently outside of it.
Yeah, okay, Q-Tip's in 3rd place, so he's getting a podium at the moment. We've got 2 laps, including this one to go, and what a race it's been. And it's not even finished yet. You never know what's going to happen. A 3-second penalty could pop up out of nowhere and it changes everything. It's out of War Islander's control. It's in Q-Tip's control. Let's see if he can put on the gas a little bit and try and catch these drivers up. He has got 20% battery, but so have the other two. So we're all struggling here for pace. And they all want to win it. Definitely, they all want to win it. No doubt.
I'm just blown. Fight here between us, Fiscal and Zero. Fiscal, the Renault driver, once more, and it's a great battle going on. Very clean. It's Zero's just got a 3-second penalty that could be substantial in this fight for 6th place, and Storm coming back at them again. Storm seems to latch onto the back of them after both the straights, but then sector 2 and 3 he does seem to struggle.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. KV Lion leads us on to the final lap of the Mexican Grand Prix. If he keeps a 3-second gap, he will win, and the racing points will go, so the gap from 5th to 3rd in terms of points, so you get 15 and 10, so racing points will only be 5 points behind now, not 33, which is an unbelievable effort. If it stays this way, everyone who finishes is of course getting a point so far. We will have incidents to look at, of course. Well, the main stewards will. I just has my lovely opinion. And here's Cam's back marker. Twig, he's not in his car, so I don't think Cam will be grabbing that 1 point this evening.
Oh,
but KV Line
yes, he isn't. I must have missed that.
KV Line will have to be careful a little bit. But he's coming down to stadium section. What a blinder of a race it's been. He's more than the 3-second threshold. The flares are coming round the stadium. Look at all the Mexican fans supporting the racing points. A bit of pretending. He comes round to 16-17. He won in Russia. He won in Monza. He also wins in Mexico City. KV Lion makes it 3 wins in a row. But on the 5-second penalty, and Q-Tip wins the Drivers' Championship in Mexico City. Because KV Lion had a 5-second time penalty, but I've no idea what for, and War Islander is out.
Oh my god.
Wait, I'm just gonna watch a stream back and see what that penalty is for, just to double check, because you might have to take it off.
Oh, I think it was under the safety car. I don't think I caught it.
No, but they pitted. Wait, let me read it. I'll read it.
Spies hit the back of KV Line.
I'll watch it back.
I think he got given a severe collision 5-second penalty under the
penalty
safety.
Was unserved penalty. Oh wow. So Q-Tip is the Drivers' Champion. It's a fact. War Islander was out. He needed to win, and he's just won. Wow.
I'm speechless.
Wow. It's come down to the final corner in 2 different leagues I've done. Look at that. Look at that. So KV Line actually had 8 seconds, which is right. Q-Tip had no penalties and won by 1.7 seconds. And he started 12th.
Wow.
He's won. He's won. It's a fact. He's won. You can't... mathematically, he cannot be caught in 3 races.
We have KV Line has commented on the stream. He did get a 5-second penalty under the safety car. He has confirmed he is reporting it. So as of right now, Q-Tip is the champion.
But it will go down to an incident result.
It will be down to what happens with this incident that KV Line had. We are going to invite these 3 in for interviews. But wow, I'm very speechless. Very, very speechless right now.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to suggest these guys because it's your party.
Alright.
Where are they? One, there's
frick?
two.
What the frick was that? What was that? What an... Mate, that is why I love Mexico, it's a fact. It's just unbelievable.
I've suggested them for you.
Right.
That
It's
is
just...
mental.
It's wrong, actually. Yeah, it's wrong.
Wow, we've had a we've either had a banter comment or just pure hate. Someone says awful commentators. I stole toast does not approve.
Of what?
Could never be my league. From Doctor 66. Not sure who that is. That might be Toast. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Have you invited these guys in?
Yeah, I probably should, shouldn't I? Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah.
Your views and everything. For now, we will get to you, pal.
No worries. No worries. Just want to
Gavin
say
would
hello
like
to everyone in the stream, and I hope that was an enjoyable race for everyone, and everyone put up a hell of a job today. And it was, from my end, it was an awesome race. So thank you.
It was a brilliant race. Gavin's asked to be in. We'll get him in. I've just suggested him to Limmy.
Oh right, yeah.
I'm sure KV Lion is probably doing something. But mental race.
I'm just trying to find that Ferrari flipping into the
Oh, are
section.
you?
It was absolutely brilliant.
Hello.
Right,
Gavin,
hello,
mate.
Gavin.
Awesome race today, mate.
Yeah, you too. Well done.
Were you helping Waraslander at all?
Yeah, I was helping him.
Okay, fair enough. Because I see you two are just sticking close to each other on the hard tyres. I'm like, I can't catch these guys. They're using DRS.
Yeah, but he was so slow, like. Sometimes in some corners he was so slow. I would just want to overtake him, but like, yeah, still I need to help him, so.
Right, well, I don't think we're going to be seeing Spies or KV Line join us. That is a shame. It would have been nice to grab their opinions. KV Line can't talk. No worries, KV. You're probably watching the stream. Great race from you, pal. Same goes to Spies. But, Q-tip.
Yes.
Should we just make this clear?
Yeah, let's make this clear.
Let's make this clear. As it stands, right this second, mathematically you are the drivers' champion. However, there is a big but. KV Line received a 5-second penalty under a safety car that may not have been given, so he's going to submit that twig, if I'm correct.
Same for me.
If
I also got it.
If that 5 seconds is taken off, you will have to wait to
I think
America.
that's fine. Oh, that's fine.
But if not twig,
If not, you are the drivers' champion. Very unexpected. That was a mental race.
that was unbelievable from our side. Unbelievable. Unbelievable
What-
race.
What are your thoughts on the whole of that race? It was
Well,
mental, all over the place.
I just want to say, tonight's car was incredible. I think for the first time in this championship since, I want to say, oh goodness me, I think since Austria, I think.